folks that it isn't just about the tuition money and the endowment getting taxed. That changes. These universities buy up a lot of real estate. Hospitals do this too. They don't pay property taxes. They also have a lot of other businesses. In fact, some people have started to call not just Harvard, but all these very highly funded universities hedge funds with a football team. And so when you talk about tax stuff, that's a very, very big deal. You're exactly right about that. I want to talk about the other newish development in this whole fight between Harvard and the Trump administration. Barack Obama came out and is now standing up for Harvard. Surprise, surprise. He says Harvard is being courageous. And I imagine him sitting there and watching this and saying, this is a great hill for me to stand on. Harvard University, the most respected university in the world, and I'm standing up for it. But Ben, you know the truth. You know the simple and small things that Harvard could have done to stop all this ugliness on their campus, and there's nothing courageous about them not standing up to real hate on the campus. Let us know what you would say to Barack Obama if he were sitting right in front of you here, and make sure you keep the language clean.
If President Obama is listening, I'd ask him whether he would be behaving this way and defending Harvard in this way if students from any other racial or ethnic or ethno-religious group were facing the sort of harassment and mistreatment and different treatment that Jewish students have faced on campus at Harvard and elsewhere. I think if the sort of things Jewish students are experiencing now were experienced by black students while he was a student at Harvard Law School, he would have been standing up against Harvard instead of siding with Harvard. He would have been demanding that administrators at Harvard follow the law and also do what's morally correct, instead of defending indefensible violations of Title VI of the Civil Rights Act and treating Jewish students as if they're not entitled to the same decent treatment that everybody else is entitled to. I think what we're seeing from President Obama is he's lost Washington, and he knows it. He's lost the USAID NGO spigot that's been turned off by President Trump. The only thing President Obama really has left now is his former Commerce Secretary, Penny Pritzker, sitting at the top of Harvard Corporation. And if he loses her and loses Harvard, he's got nothing. So he's holding on to the last little fiefdom that he has, and he's not really thinking about what's morally correct.
I think one of the things that people just don't seem to understand is that maybe they think that, look, some of these protesters are getting a little out of hand. The university is trying to be a great paragon of free speech. But let me remind you, and I know you know this as well, Harvard consistently is rated last in America as the worst university in America for free speech. Suddenly, the only free speech that seems to be running rampant at Harvard is the anti-Semitic, anti-Israel, anti-Title VI of the Civil Rights Act free speech. I mean, it's